We are in February 2020. We just finished another retreat. Would you like to share with us what was the most important insight you have during this retreat?
It's kind of hard to pinpoint because there was a lot of insights that I got. Probably the biggest one is just the insight I got on the relationship with my sister. My sister struggles from schizophrenia, and I was able to actually feel what it was like to have schizophrenia. Not mentally, not see visions or hallucinations or delusions. I physically felt like a dark energy on my chest, and the pressure of it was enough for me to tell Mother Ayahuasca to make it stop. And she told me, no, you need to feel this. And it just pressed even harder. So that just brought tears to my eyes. And me and my sister's relationship is it's strained. And the first thing she told me after that experience was to just go hug my sister. And that just universal message of love was something that permeated throughout the whole process. But that was definitely the first thing that comes to mind when I think of something that was really impactful during the experience.
It was very powerful on the broader scale to ask for things like self-love and gratitude and to receive exactly what you ask for. Unlike any other substance I've taken, this is more of an elixir. It more of a remedy. And I think that if you are thinking about this and you're on the fence, pull the trigger, because nothing has affected my life this dramatically. Specific insights. There were a lot. Definitely seeing life from my mom and sister's point of view was extremely helpful. I just want to go home and hug both of them. But yeah, I think that every aspect of my life feels closer to my heart now.
I have my first trip, I went specifically inside the body of each member of my family, so I really understand them, how they feel in their body and all the pain they're carrying in. So yeah, that makes me feel really empathy to them and to everybody, to understand that it's not just them, it's everybody has the same pain inside their body. So that made me just stop focusing on myself so much and start understanding when somebody's mad, they're not mad at me, they really have something inside them that they made that react that way to me. So that was one of the biggest insights. I had thousands of insights, but that was a really big one for me.
So learning not to take it personally.
Yes, learning in that, and show me a specific situation when I felt somebody was really personal with me, and they took me to that person to see that it had nothing to do with me, that I have a horrible situation, and that I need to understand that never take things personal.
Well, they say that you would be called. In order for you to come and do ayahuasca, you'd have to be called. And it truly have shown me that I was called to come here, because for a while I knew I needed to make a jump to the next stage in my life, and I didn't know how. And something was missing, and I just couldn't make that final decision. I had all the faculties to do it, but I just couldn't make that jump. So I decided to come here because I felt really strongly called to come here. And I came here, and voila, I recaptured my child, my soul that was missing. And she's a trusting, innocent, loving, tremendous amount of love within her. I caught her back and put it back into my heart, and just showed me how much love I can have for myself and for everyone around me, and to look at all the people in my life, my child and my husband and my families and friends and people I meet through the eyes of my heart. And it's such a wonderful feeling. And I'm so appreciative of the experiences that I've gained here and regained my soul, per se. And I know now I can move forward and not have any hesitation at all.
Ayahuasca is helping us to go deeper and reconciliate with family members and with our inner child, the child we were. And most of the time, this child is in pain because unresolved issues.
Yeah.
So, see, in these cases, they were very empathic with family members, and in your case, also, plus to feel for the first time your inner child. What about the workshops? Which workshop did you like more?
I like the soul retrieval.
Why?
That's when I found my inner child,
Uh-huh.
my soul, my spirit. Yeah. So from that point on, it was just wow, because I took it through the last the third ceremony. That's when I started to feel how I can heal the pain that are in my family with all the different family members, and I was able to see my husband and his pain and pull them into my heart and have him feel the depth of the love that is available to him, and that he was deserving of it and that he was worthy of it. And I wanted him to feel it, and I felt him feel that love as well. And him sobbing because he felt and recognized that love for himself.
The one when you teach us to use the vacuum,
Ah.
because that like really helped me and take things out of inside me that I don't need, so I don't need to carry it. So that visualization helped me a lot.
Now you are using your power
Yeah.
to remove things that you don't want.
Yeah.
And most of the time, people don't know that they have this possibility.
Yeah.
So this technique is helping. So I will start doing it.
Yeah.
I start like playing at the beginning. I said, okay, if you don't believe, just play with that. And then you realize, wow, it's working. Let's use it.
Yeah.
And you, Keter, which one?
I liked two of them. They really stood out to me. The soul retrieval and going back and kind of meeting your child. My purpose to come here was to learn to love and to laugh and to dance and to feel one with my body and to not have any more shame or not to hide anymore, which I feel like I've been doing for a very, very long time. So capturing that essence that we, that light, that wonder that we had as a kid was so valuable to me. The soul retrieval, it greatly impacted the ceremony that night because I had this like half burp, half hiccup, and all of a sudden I felt a part of myself come back into my body. And that was after kind of being reminded of this memory that I hadn't experienced since it was from a very long time ago, and I just tucked it away. And I think that's our solution a lot of the times, is to just tuck things away.
I had symptoms of nausea before I came here that I told Sylvia I was experiencing nausea at the most 3 times a week, and I thought it was stress related. And to pinpoint the exact moment, this was psychosomatic. I didn't even know it was psychosomatic. I went to doctors. I was told it was acid reflux, gastritis, and to pinpoint when this stressful event that triggered the nausea, it really made me realize, like, oh my God, I've been doing this. This was something that was instilled in me.
When was the first time? How old you were?
It was the situation with my best friend when we had our separation. I didn't want to go into too much detail about what happened, but the last conversation we had, that's when I experienced this sickening feeling, and it was nausea. And ever since then, I never thought to, like, this is where it's coming from. And it's been 2 years of this nausea, and 2 years is when I had this last conversation. So that was really powerful. And since that situation, what's beautiful about these experiences with the workshops is how when they come up in the workshops and you're able to dissect it, and then it comes up in the ayahuasca, and then you're really able to just like dissect it even more. That's what's really powerful. And so I figured it out in the workshop, and then when I had my ayahuasca ceremony, so it sounds crazy. No, it sounds crazy, but like to have it actually removed out of me during my ayahuasca ceremony was very profound. And then the childhood, I don't remember the name of the workshop, but realizing how my mother's postpartum depression,
Heal the child.
The child regression.
yeah. So like how her postpartum depression, and I never thought about, because I think a lot of people think that babies are blank slates when they come in this world, and no, as soon as we're start forming, our little minds are just being impacted. And so dealing with that stress as a baby with my mom just checked out, and I physically saw my mom in another room, and me as a baby just crying, and to understand how I have these self-soothing habits. I mean, the smoking, the gum. I have a lot of oral fixation that I have, and to be able to pinpoint that was really, really crazy. I told my mom about it, that she sent me a picture of of Gandhi. She's so funny, but just Sylvia's guidance during these workshops are so amazing to help bring this out of people, because people can be resistant. I think it's so important. I mean, you're really like the closest thing to Yoda on this planet, and it's beautiful how you, as us, when we're watching people during these workshops, just seeing you pull it out of people. Because we all know the answer, and this person's still like trying to wait, what? And you're just like, you know what it is. Get it out. Like, this is what it is. So yeah, that was definitely my two favorite things for sure in the workshop.